Hey guys, we're going to be in Titus, the book of Titus, and we're going to start in chapter 1, verse 6. If any be blameless, the husband of one wife, having faithful children, accused of riot or not accused of riot or unruly. For a bishop must be blameless as the steward of God, not self-willed, not soon angry, not given to wine, no striker, not given to filthy lucre, but a lover of hospitality, a lover of good men, sober, just, holy, and temperate, holding fast the faithful word as he hath been taught, that he might be able to sound doctrine, both to exhort and to convince the gainsayers. I want to talk about this last verse here, holding fast the faithful word as he hath been taught. When it's talking about, deacons and elders, and I'm just going to be honest with you, any leadership that you have, you're a women of faith leader, you're anybody who is head of a ministry, head of a volunteer group in your church, anywhere, you need to be having these same kind of standards for each one, man and woman, in that sense. And I'm going to be honest with you, when you look at this is not a bad standard for any of us to be living by. So let's look at this. In a sense that if any be blameless, that doesn't mean you're a perfect person, okay? But it does mean that you're trying to live more and more like Christ every day, okay? So then the blame would be, they call themselves a Christian, but they're not living like it. No, that you're trying your very best to live like Jesus. We all fail sometimes, but blameless here doesn't mean that you're a perfect person, because there is no perfect person, okay, other than Jesus himself, all right? For this cause, if any man be blameless, the husband of one wife, faithful children, and not accused of riot or unruly, that he's got a handle on his home. For a bishop must be blameless as steward of God, not self-willed, not soon angry. Okay, we have to work on our anger as such. And the reason we do, and let me just keep going, not given to wine. You're not given to wine. In fact, just stay away from the garbage, okay? There's nothing good for you in it. Nothing, okay? Nothing. You say, well, what about Paul said give them for my stomach? You're not taking it because it's good for your stomach, folks. You're not drinking wine because of that. That's not why you're drinking wine. You're drinking wine for a buzz. Stop it. Stop it now, okay? Anyway, so a lover of hospitality, a lover of good men, just hanging around good people, good men, good women, hanging around them, okay, so that they influence you. We've heard it time and time again that you become the 5 people you hang around the most. You become the 5 people you hang around the most. So make sure you're hanging around the right people, holding fast. And again, that's not to say you shouldn't have unsaved friends and shouldn't be witnessing to them, but you have no business doing the same stuff that they're doing, period, all right? Holding fast the faithful word as he hath been taught, that he may be able by sound doctrine, both to exhort and convince the gainsayers. He's got to be able to convince people of the truth, and the way he does that is mostly through his life. The way she does that is mostly through her life, okay? People are going to see that she's living in life of integrity. They're going to see that he's living in a life of integrity. So then what he says is going to have more merit and more weight and more strength because they see it in that person's life. So here's the key. When you're in leadership in any church, in any capacity of leadership, you've got to remember that these things are very, very important to you. They're important to every Christian, and every Christian should live like this, especially for our leaders, that we live more and more, trying to be more and more like Jesus Christ. Love you guys. Bye-bye.